Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Rookie Cadden back again with another real life stock review from Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys are doing absolutely splendid and are finishing April on a green note. Let's talk about the broader markets, guys. The SPY, wow, closing on Friday with a very bearish gap and go. Now, guys, the S&P 500 has been quite bearish. I did mention this in the swing trading floor right around here. This bearish Marubozu candle, almost a perfect Marubozu. We close very strongly into this lower wick, and I did mention to the traders in the real life trading room that to expect a short little retest, nice little bear flag, and then a push lower. Now, I do expect this to continue. I have mentioned this before, that this looks very similar to what happened in 2018. So I might just take you back again. I was talking about this, I think, in my last review, but we'll talk about it again, guys. Here was this big bearish candle closing into this wick. We did get this little hammer, cute little consolidation, and then we dropped yet again. Now, fast forward to where we are today, 2022. I don't expect there to be too much of a retest. If we do get a retest, guys, we are already below a very strong support. You can see back here, we did end up gapping down to these lows, get bought up, held support, and then we bounced higher. However, this is a little bit different. Here, we ended up closing very strongly with volume, closing down 3.7% on the day. Now, that is absolutely insane on the SPY. So keep an eye out on Monday for a cute little retest, but I do expect a bearish continuation. Now, where is this going to head to? Most likely the $400 level. We do have support here at 396. Also, if you take a look at the weekly chart, we do have the 402 level or $400 level, which is the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart. If you have a look left, you have this cute little retest gap action that did not get filled. So we possibly could see a nice little gap fill to the downside on the SPY over the next coming weeks. And then from there, we'll have to wait and see how price action occurs and see if we actually bounce off these longer term moving averages. Here is the E-minis, the S&P 500. Now, we did get this really strong gap down. Obviously, this was because of a lot of earnings, Amazon being one of them, which we'll speak about, pulling the market down very strongly. Now, this did just sell off in the swing trading floor. I did mention there would be possibly a nice little bullish pop at the start of the open and then just look to play it bearish. Now, this is absolutely phenomenal information that if you are a day trader and you want to know what the market is doing, what the sentiment is like, and you want to have a little bit more direction on how to play your trades, you're in luck. Hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au/free week. I am opening up the swing trading floor for free for 2 weeks, starting on the 9th of May, ending on the 20th of May. Scroll down to the bottom, put in your details. It's entirely free. Only 8 days to go. Enter in your first and last name, email, and phone number, and get signed up. Join me and everyone else in real life trading for the swing trading floor Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. And you will get all this juicy information before the market opens. How about that? Now, don't you wish you knew exactly how to play Amazon? Let's take a look at Amazon. Now, Amazon, guys, I did mention in my swing trading floor that this is ultra bearish. This was a bullish candle gapping down. It was a perfect gap and go. Perfect bearish gap and go. Gapping down below major support levels. Now, I did mention that on the weekly chart, this could potentially come back down to the 200 simple moving average. There we are. Now, if you were going to play this trade bearish, take a look at the 5-minute. Here it is. Bearish 5-minute bullish a bullish high wave candle candlestick pattern, and then your entry would have been right here. Short position, entry below this candle, stop above the high of that high wave candle, and then you would have made a very easy 2R throughout the entire day. You can see here 2.2 risk reward. Very fantastic trade if you did take that. You could have taken a much tighter play if you did look to play the breakdown of this cute little descending triangle. Had a very nice little stop entry here, stop above these levels, and then made close to 3R on close to 3.5, 2.5R on this particular trade. So there were very nice plays on Amazon. If you did catch Amazon, then well done to you. But if you are struggling to understand how to trade, which direction to play, make sure you do join us in the free week, as I do give a lot of day trade setups in the swing trading floor as well. Now, I did mention this is back down to the 200 simple moving average on a weekly chart. If we do end up closing very strongly below the 200 on the weekly, like we have, I do expect a very short little retest and possibly a bearish continuation if we do have another continuation lower on the S&P 500. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, one that's looking a little bit different, guys, is Shopify. Now, Shopify is for more intensive purposes, I'll be looking at this as a investment. Now, this is absolutely selling off super duper strongly, but it is doing something different to the broader markets. You can see here that we have pulled back all the way from 1700 all the way back down to 426, which is, if you have a look here, I'll just measure this move for you. It is about 75% or 76% pullback on Shopify. Now, this is a very high growth, long-term growth company. You can see on the weekly chart, we did come back down to the 200. We did not bounce. We rejected the 200 simple moving average, and now we are coming down. What's really interesting about Shopify is although the broader markets did sell off, Shopify, however, held very strongly at this support level with volume. Now, it will be very interesting to see how they go over earnings, but I would expect a nice little bullish move very soon on Shopify. If not now, definitely over the next 12 months or so. You can see we are coming back down to these nice little COVID lows back during COVID. So if you missed all this, don't worry. Longer term, it'll most likely happen again eventually. This is not financial advice, obviously, but make sure you do your due diligence, do your own research. Just purely on a technical standpoint, this is a very good longer term dip buying opportunity. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. Now, Bitcoin, I did mention that this is bearish. We did get this breakdown of market structure just below this descending support line that we get. This descending support line. Ascending support line we had. And we can see that we are retesting and then breaking down. Next level of support will be this little green box here. If you take a look at the weekly chart, this is also the longer term moving averages at roughly around 36K. So we'll see if we do bounce off this level. It would be fantastic if it does. If we don't, however, I would expect a very nice little push down to 30K. So keep your eyes peeled on Bitcoin for a short play. Now, here is the Aussie 200. The Aussie 200, gorgeous double top. You can see here we did breakdown of that market structure, came back up, retested the neckline of the double top, and now we are pushing down lower. So we did get a one black crow candle stick pattern on Friday. Now I do expect this to continue lower. Here's Pilbara Minerals. Now, Pilbara Minerals Limited, ticker symbol PLS. You can see we did come back down to the 200 simple moving average on a daily chart. On a weekly chart, however, you can see we are pretty much in a distribution phase right now. We are, I would guess that this could be, I wouldn't argue that this is not a double top. However, we aren't closing below the neckline. We are holding support. We could very well chop around here for a little bit longer, but I definitely would love to see this come down that little bit lower. Shorter term moving averages on a weekly chart, the 50-week EMA is at 245. On the daily chart, you can see we have the shorter term EMAs in our faces right now. So I do expect a little bit of chop, possibly another pullback, and then look to buy that dip once again if you are looking to purchase this one off the 200 simple moving average. Next level of support below the 200 wouldn't be till 240. From there, we'll have to wait and see if we kind of retest this level and then push back lower. Now, another miner that you want to be looking at is Newcrest Mining. Reason being is because gold is pulling back. Now, Newcrest has been creating some new high highs, which has been absolutely fantastic. Next level of support below this level is 25.34 or around 25.50. This is where the longer term moving averages are. You can see right here also major support level on Newcrest. If you take a look at the weekly chart, you can see here around $26. We also have some major weekly support at $26. So I do expect a little bit of a pullback and then a push to the upside as gold starts to slowly bounce. Now, crude oil, I did mention that if we do break out of this level really strongly, then I would expect a nice little push back to 108 and then price rejection. You can see that we did get price rejection in that zone, and now I would expect possibly a gap down on Monday and maybe even a pullback again. So just keep an eye out for that. If we do gap up, however, then I do expect a nice little continuation back up into this red zone to retest this one once more time. Here is gold. Now, GC futures, you can see we had this beautiful bounce off the 100 simple moving average on a daily chart. Sensational Morningstar reversal pattern. I wouldn't be overly bullish just yet on gold. You can see the dollar index. If we just have a quick look at the dollar index is quite high. We may get a small pullback, but we have been absolutely scorching bullish on the dollar index. So we'll just kind of go back to GC. I do expect there to be, a little bit of volatility here, and then most likely a push to the upside. If you take a look at the weekly chart, we could still see another pullback back down to the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart, possibly. But keep your eyes peeled on gold slowly going higher. You can see we did retest these highs very nicely. And last but not least, the Aussie dollar. On the daily chart, we are screaming bearish. Now, we did not hold this support level, all this volume coming in, and we are closing yet again lower. So I do expect there to be another push back down to around 70 cents. On this one for a major support level, and then we'll see if we end up holding this on a longer time frame. Weekly chart, we are kind of creating somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern, so we could see a little bit more bearishness if the Aussie dollar does start to continue lower. Alright guys, that's enough from me. I'll be back next week with another free real life stock review. And if you have not yet signed up and you want to be a part of the swing trading floor, once again, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au/free week. I'll leave a link in the description below. Make sure you guys sign up, register. Seats are limited, and I would love to have you guys there and hopefully have you a part of our real life trading community. Alright guys, have a fantastic weekend, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys absolutely rock.